walk into a Sugar Shack, you see the painting all over the walls. You see that they've written out their whole menu somewhere. They've got chalkboard painting on the back wall, so they're having fun.
Is great. That is my absolute favorite part. Anywhere else I've ever worked, everyone's just kind of salty, and it doesn't help that I've always been the youngest person wherever I work. So it's nice that everyone's around my age, everyone's chill, laid back. I don't even remember how I found out about this place. I've always wanted to work in Richmond, so I was like, oh, this is perfect, and it turned out to be really great.
They have fun at work. They like each other, they make jokes, the challenges have got to be fun, and so they have to have a fun environment behind the counter to make a fun environment in front of the counter. When I was just inside buying my donuts, I saw the guy. He was serving a dad and his younger son, probably third grade or younger, and he drew a little smiley face on the box. I mean, how cute is that? And so it's those kind of fun little touches that make it a fun environment for the consumer.
The fact that we still give our employees creative range to do the things they want, to come up with new drink recipes, to come up with new things like Italian sodas or handcrafted sodas, pick the teas, make different kinds of donuts.
Giving the back of house creative freedom to do whatever they want, giving the front of house the ability to kind of make their own schedules and work while they're going to school or working on their jobs, hiring part-time, hiring students. There's a lot of things you can do with your
I get to do pretty much anything I want. I get to make any flavor I want. I get to make special toppings, candies. It's like a playroom. It's fun.
With a Krispy Kreme or a Dunkin' Donuts, you are getting a very consistent product every time. Same donut, same few donuts. You know your choices before you even go up there. But the product itself, the flour, the sugar, the corn syrup, that's all going to be brought in from across the nation. When you come to a local donut shop, what you're really doing is you're supporting your local economy. The flour was bought here in Richmond. The quality of the product changes, and always for the better. The creativity that you get is amazing.
Everything here is done by hand. Everything anywhere else is done by machine, and that alone makes such a difference in quality.
The fact that the only machine we have in the back is a mixer is pretty cool. Everything here is made by hand, fresh ingredients, no preservatives.
All of our fruit glazes are made with real fruit, which is what makes it great. The most interesting glaze that I've come across, I haven't made it yet, but it's a candied jalapeno glaze. Yeah, that sounds delicious, right? That's what I'm saying. But I just haven't done it yet. Just one day. My routine when I get here in the morning is I mix cake, I cook some bacon, or I will scale out some yeast, depending which is more urgent. After I'm done doing either of those, I will cut out the cake, and then I'll fry it, and then I'll go and I'll decorate until the decoration person gets here, and then I'll go and do the rest of my stuff for the day.
My favorite part of the day is coming in and seeing what we've made. Coming in and seeing what's different from the day before. I like decorating the donuts. I don't like rolling them out. Way different than it is now. It was to the point where we would just keep the doors open until we were sold out of everything, and then we would close.
Probably when we had that 22 dozen one morning. Yeah, it was awful. Great. No, it was great.
Before we opened, I got to come see it and seeing a small shop being built from the ground up. All this place was 4 walls and a terrible roof. And seeing it built up and 2 dudes who originated with this shop really care about what they were doing was pretty cool.
Learning the ins and outs of a small business, especially one where the owner is so young, is definitely influential on my life and inspiring for sure.
Ian used to work behind the counter here. He knows how to do everything that any other employee knows how to do. Make coffee, make a donut. It's definitely a benefit to have the owner work close in hand with the shop when it opens, and learning from the person who owns the company is definitely cool. Ian actually comes up with freebies still. He posts one every day. After after posting like 100 or 150, you kind of run out of ideas. So I think that he uses his family and kind of just takes them from them.
One of the great things about Sugar Shack is that they have these daily challenges, and one of them is all about singing. And so if you come in and like sometimes if you dress like Harry Potter, or if you sing a song, or if you do some kind of like gymnastic thing, they'll give you a free donut. So my daughter Emily and I once were on Facebook, and we saw that there was a challenge to get a free donut if you sang a Britney Spears song. And I was like, all in, you know, I was like, totally, we got to go do this. So I don't know any Britney Spears songs, so she pulls up the lyrics to Hit Me With Your Best Shot, and she sings it to me. And so then I start singing it here, and I'm practicing the whole time, and everybody in line around me is like, what is that lady doing? And I kept on saying, and I wasn't just like singing, I was like, give me the phone, I gotta practice. Hit me with your best shot, hit me with, you know. And everybody around me thought I was crazy. And then when I got up there and I sang the song, I got a free donut. Yay!
People kept showing me their comic books one day, and I was like, why are all these kids showing me their comic books? And I didn't realize that was the freebie.
One time, the freebie was you had to make the Home Alone face, and I was wearing a kind of weird shirt, and I turn around, this group of middle school girls, and they just turn around, they're like, all of them. I'm just like, you okay? You need a glass of water? Like, can I help you? They're like, this is the freebie. And I'm like, oh, because I thought they were making fun of my shirt at first, because it was like a person making a weird face. But no, that's probably the most interesting freebie I've ever come across.
Or people will bring in like pet rocks, or want to play a game with you. Or they'll be like, or little kids will come up and they'll be like, look at my Monopoly piece. And they'll be like, cool, man. I think the coolest thing is like, the reason we give out freebies and the reason we don't mind giving them out to the students is like, it kind of brings a big crowd in here and makes it seem really crazy and chaotic and fun and young.
But the best part of coming to Sugar Shack is the donut. I mean, seriously, have you ever tasted such a good donut? There's like a perfect little crispiness, plus the softness of the inside. Everything about this donut is perfect.
Banana Split is probably my favorite donut.
Strawberry.
I have two favorites, maple bacon and salted caramel. So today, I got 2 salted caramel, 2 maple bacon. You know, those are my 2 favorites. And then I got 2 cake donuts. This is a caramel apple, and this is a red velvet. Mary loves the cake donuts. She doesn't love the yeast raised donuts. There's something deficient in her character, but we're working on that with her.
Providing freebies, teacher appreciations. We just did one for like honor roll for kids, so like encouraging kids to get good grades, things like that.
Try to do a lot of donations, so like gloves or backpacks or toys for kids in need, canned food drives, things like that.
Every shop has their own cool thing. Alexandria has a secret bar in it, so that's really cool. Florida weather is fantastic. The shop has the most regulars. Most people that come in every day and want the same thing, and you kind of develop a relationship with and see around the city. And I met my roommate through this place, one of my best friends, and a lot of cool people. Even though we still have a bunch of shops in the city and surrounding areas, it still is that, still got the mom and pop shop feel.
That's all factory work. I don't do factory. It's all corporate. Corporate's killing America.